Now that is what I'm talking about, Chiefs Kingdom. Who would have thunk it? The Kansas City Chiefs, a well-balanced team. They actually had that in their arsenal. Today, I will be going through some of my top takeaways as the Kansas City Chiefs blew out the Chicago Bears. With that, let's cut the chit chat and let's have some fun. First and foremost, before we get into this video, I want to thank everyone who joined my live stream. As always, it's so much fun, and it's so much fun just to watch the community on this channel continue to grow and continue to have great conversations. And we'll be back for Sunday Night Football as the Kansas City Chiefs go into New York and take on the Jets. Now, there will be a little twist to it. I will have it posted on the channel, but I will start this earlier, just like I mentioned, to avoid technical difficulties. And if there isn't any, I think that brings a perfect opportunity to talk predictions, to talk the NFL in the day, because it is Sunday night, so we can cover all the reactions that took place for week 4. And also, I want to thank everyone for helping me get to 1,400 subscribers. It's not a huge milestone, but I do appreciate everyone that has subscribed to the channel and helped this channel continue to grow. And we are working our way up. Now with that, the Kansas City Chiefs themselves, what a show. As you guys paid attention to me throughout the week, I did not anticipate a blowout. And I was wrong, obviously. But what the Kansas City Chiefs did was very fun to watch, and it was playing well-balanced football. And that was my biggest takeaway from the game. We know with Coach Reid and the offense, he can tend to lead pass heavy. And while the passing game was clicking and looking full swing ahead, what helped it was a well-balanced run game. And I can finally walk away from a game and not be like, run the damn ball, because it worked perfectly. They ran Isaiah Pacheco 12 times. He had 62 yards and a touchdown. And even though Clyde Edwards-Helaire got carries, he still got 55 yards. And let's not forget about Jerick McKinnon. He wasn't a big asset in the running game, but that boy, he is huge in the receiving game, and he had 2 touchdowns. The Kansas City Chiefs used that trio to full effect, where Pacheco had a touchdown, CEH had a touchdown, and Jerick McKinnon had 2 touchdowns. They got weapons all across the board. And this helps going along down the season where, let's say the wide receiving core can struggle. Let's say you have injuries. You have a dependent running back group that can carry games. And they may not have carried this game, but they help open the passing game. And there was not sexy numbers across the board, but I love the production from guys like Rashee Rice, rookie wide receiver who leads the team in receptions, and through 3 weeks is looking very, very promising. And he's putting up numbers I didn't expect this early on. And it gets me excited for the months of November and December when I thought he would be putting up crazy numbers. That may be the case now. He may be the Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver 1 sooner rather than later. And then you focus on guys like Sky Moore. Again, not a sexy game, but I tell you what, Sky Moore is becoming his own wide receiver, and he is becoming confident and comfortable. He had a key clutch 3rd down catch in this game where it was basically downhill. It was when Blaine Gabbert was in, and he just found Sky Moore running a crispy route. And that's what you want to see from Sky Moore. And then Justin Watson, a guy who Chiefs Kingdom doesn't praise enough, including myself. This is 3 weeks in a row now where he has a huge 30-yard catch. Let's just give it for what he is. He is a playmaker, and he is productive. Even if it is for 1 play, it's guaranteed for every week, and I'm happy with it. But let's not ignore the elephant in the room. And no, this is not Taylor Swift. But Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes after the game had comments in regards to officiating and pointing on Jawaan Taylor. And again, it seems like Jawaan Taylor was picked on. And I don't think it's rightfully so, because an MVS touchdown was called back for illegal formation. And if you rewatch that play, and even in live action, that should not have been a flag. And I'm over here watching Monday Night Football, and Lane Johnson continues to have false starts, continues to have the same formation, and here we are. He's not being penalized. Actually, you're not seeing that play being penalized by anyone across the league. Not going to say 100% of the time, but It's a high percentage of times officiating, just let it slide. But they are zoning in on Jawaan Taylor, and it's getting outright ridiculous, and I don't understand it at all. And as I mentioned, Coach Reid had comments about it, and so did Patrick Mahomes, and you could tell they wanted to let it out. Now they didn't, but they made comments along the line like, just let it be fair. Like Mahomes' comment was, I've watched tape around the leagues and I've seen guys doing the same exact thing and it's still not being called. So I don't understand what's going on. And Mahomes, he's like Chiefs Kingdom because we don't understand it either. And it's getting bothersome at this point. So hopefully as the weeks progress, they start laying off of Jawaan Taylor. But I don't know at this point because it's been back-to-back weeks where they just continue to throw the flags all over him. Now, another concern that I feel has been thrown under the rug, and it's probably because of all this Taylor Swift press coverage, is Patrick Mahomes. And it looked like he could have had a serious ankle injury in this game. Now, he didn't miss any of the game due to injury. He was pulled because of the huge lead that the Kansas City Chiefs had. But Patrick Mahomes addressed it, and he said initially he was scared because it was the same injury that he had in the playoffs on the same ankle. But then when he was able to walk around, talk to coaches, he was feeling bad. He was feeling good, and it was just an initial tweak. So that's your update. Patrick Mahomes feels good, and he should be ready to go against the Jets on Sunday night. I just found it funny that the injury happened, but no one talked about it, which I guess should have been a good sign, but I need to hear it. I need to know that QB1 is good moving forward. And it continues. The defense continues to impress and it continues to raise the bar. And I don't care. People will be like, it's the Chicago Bears, yada, yada, yada. Rightfully so. But when this Kansas City Chiefs defense had full starters and was fully focused, they didn't allow a point until the fourth quarter. And that was so much fun to watch. And you could say it's the Chicago Bears, but man, Justin Fields is a legit threat. So is DJ Moore. And they were disrupting him all day. And I want to give a good golf clap to Trent McDuffie because he has legit become one of the great cornerbacks in this league. Yeah, I'm throwing potential if he can become a great. No, he's there. For 3 weeks in a row, he has elevated his game, and he had a great fumble that Willie Gay recovered in this game as well. And he's just been a lockdown cornerback. And I'm excited to see him continue to evolve. And I legit now, he won't be a top 10 cornerback in this league. I really think he can be a top 5 cornerback in this league. And when you focus on that DB room, L'Jarius Sneed himself continues to answer the bell. I feel like these two cornerbacks in McDuffie and L'Jarius Sneed build off each other. It's like a healthy competition. And that's something you love to see in the DB room. But another guy you should not avoid or should not ignore is Joshua Williams. He has probably taken the biggest leap since his rookie year. I remember in his rookie year, we're like, he's raw talent. You're going to get some hits and you're going to get some misses. That's just what's going to happen. Well, with Joshua Williams this year, it has been all hits and it has been out of the park. And he has been using his length to his advantage. And that is so much fun to watch because he is a big cornerback. And he had some amazing pass breakups in this game. And if the Kansas City Chiefs have 3 solid cornerbacks, and I'm not going to ignore you either, Jalen Watson, 4 cornerbacks, that's scary. And that's why this defense has been scary. And that's why Willie Gay has been preaching, saying, this is the best defense in the league. Shoot, you got me believing in it now. I thought that was all rich talk and all that, but they continue to improve week in and week out. And if they continue to keep doing that, and they're facing teams now like the New York Jets coming up, the struggling Minnesota Vikings, the struggling Denver Broncos, the Chargers, who their offense is clicking, and if they can shut them up, you're going to have the whole NFL put them on notice that this Chiefs defense is legit and fun to watch. I can't believe I'm in week 3 in the NFL, and I'm most excited of watching this Kansas City Chiefs defense over this offense. But also, when you put a game like this, where they were clicking on all phases, offense, defense, and let's give Montrell Washington a shout out because he had the special teams booming. He filled in for Richie James as he is currently on IR, and he did his thing. He looked like the #1 punt returner moving forward, and that's what Coach Reid mentioned today. As long as Richie James is out, That is Montrell Washington's job, and rightfully so, because he deserves it. He balled out today. And it's been a while since I seen the Kansas City Chiefs click on all three phases like that. And a lot of people will put an asterisk near that, but they shouldn't. Because at the end of the day, it's the NFL and anything can happen. Because you wouldn't have put an asterisk near it if they struggled. You would have been like, uh-oh, we got real concerns here. So give the Kansas City Chiefs their kudos because they looked great. And I'm excited to see what they can do next week against the Jets. Because everyone's going to be like, the Jets, it's another give me game. Zach Wilson is going to struggle and it's going to be that. But this Jets defense is a challenge. And the Kansas City Chiefs won't blow the Jets out like they did against the Bears. Now they can win by double digits, but the Jets team defense is going to make it a respectable game. So be full notice for that because we're going to cover that throughout this week. So you already know what to do. So if you don't want to miss out on any of that coverage, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. And I'm going to close this video off. So please be sure to like it as well. And let me know your initial thoughts and takeaways against the Chicago Bears in the comments down below. With that, I'm checking out. Y'all take care.